The New River Birding and Nature Festival is an event that's held every year in April in Fayette County, West Virginia.
West Virginia, known as the best kept secret, is a wonderful place to have a birding festival because you're not going to feel like you're overwhelmed by lots of other people when you're out in the wilderness areas.
The festival came to our attention through the Birdwatchers Digest, and we decided to look into it because we've birdwatched in our own area for some time and decided that West Virginia was a place to try more bird watching.
Birdwatchers come here to this part of the country to catch all the neotropical migrants that are just arriving back from the tropics and coming here to set up territories and nest. And there are dozens of other species that are just passing through.
Every time you hear a new bird for the first time each year, it's a signal that it's a new beginning. It's kind of the new year beginning. January doesn't really count. The year begins in the spring, and the spring begins with the migration.
It might be in our area by now. Or may have retreated.
See him? Do you see the tree standing by itself?
Under times.
It's light colored. Just go to the left and there's a white spot.
Well, the neat thing about West Virginia is that a lot of it is still so wild.
And West Virginia is beautiful, and I've never set foot in it before yesterday.
This birding festival is focusing attention on West Virginia at a nice time of the year, getting people to come not just to do whitewater rafting, rock climbing, mountain biking, the kinds of things you might normally associate with West Virginia, but also come here to look for terrific birds.
It's this one, Louisiana, with the pink legs.
You know, our love of birds, I think, has to do with their freedom, their ability to fly. Here these little guys we're seeing now today were in Central America, a couple of weeks ago. Now they're here and they'll be up to Canada. So we are fascinated with birds and fascinated with the possibility of flying.
I spent a lot of my formative years as a young man bird watching here in West Virginia with the Brooks Bird Clubs. It's just a great, beautiful state, a lot of different diversity. You can go from the low elevation and the river bottoms all the way up to the high mountains and get a totally different mix of birds, so it's special in that regard.
This part of West Virginia, I'm finding it hospitable, pleasant, almost tropical in its splendor, and I really like it.
You know, I think it's very simple. I just love to get outside and look at these little creatures. They're beautiful. And I don't care how many are on my life list or any of that sort of stuff. So it's just getting out, seeing these beautiful, free things.
It really is nice. Oh, yeah, the big, wide open thing.
He's got such a long bill, too.
Yeah. As warblers go, they're kind of weird looking, but in a very nice way.
Nicely.
Oh, wing stretch, little wing stretch. He's up. He's looking good. He's gone.
Here he comes. He comes right at us. Look at this.
Oh, there he is on the bare branch. The New River Gorge is a wonderful place to bird by boat. It's very quiet, so it's easy to hear the bird songs, and then because the water is calm in this part of the river, it's a great place to maneuver your boat so that you can actually get a visual on the birds too.
We became interested in bird watching basically starting out in our backyard. We would see so many birds out there and decided we wanted to identify them. Then we had an opportunity to go to similar events as this event is. And when we started walking and seeing birds with experts, we realized how much we were missing and decided that we really needed to look harder and learn more.
The function of a good festival is to bring people, bring them into a congenial environment where they see other people who are interested in learning the same thing.
Rather than saying, oh, he's up in the tree somewhere. Pick something.
Birding festivals are springing up all over the country. They seem to be extremely successful, and I think they're extremely important. If for no other reason that they are getting more and more people aware of birding and birds and the importance of birds, not only ecologically, but economically.
But you can see him, he's singing. He's singing. He's just there's some branches in the way.
Okay.
Black and
yeah,
white
I see.
warbler. He's the one that sounds like the squeaky wheel, you know, wee-see, 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 wee-see.
Well, it's a good view of them.
You know, a lot of people think bird watchers are a bunch of weird people. Why do they do this? Well, it turns out because they do this, they have a tremendous economic impact.
You know, I'm a biologist. I'm a writer. I used to host 2 television series. They fly back in? The little schnook. Well, they said white-eyed vireo, but I think it's a tie-dyed vireo. They're much prettier, especially in the spring.
We've passed through West Virginia many times, and we're really glad that we had an opportunity to stop this time.
I hear him.
I would like people who attend the New River Birding and Nature Festival to go away from here with a greater appreciation of bird watching in general and having had a great time. And also, I want them to go away thinking, boy, I really love West Virginia, and I'm going to go back there and spend more money, which will mean people might recognize that beyond some of the consumptive industries like logging and coal and so forth, that there are other ways that you can attract money here and have a thriving economy. And maybe that's rafting, maybe it's bird watching, maybe it's hiking, but the natural beauty that West Virginia has inherently is really important to protect.